Hi, and welcome to Platteville Fantasy Podcast Show, episode number 29. Coming to you live from the great city of Onalaska, Wisconsin. It's good to be back, guys. Anyway, fantastic week. Final week of the season. Really exciting. Came down to it. Nobody clinched the playoff until this last week. A bunch of teams had win and get ins. Actually, the top 7 teams had wins and get ins because Bill and Fred were playing each other. So every team from the top 7 from last week that won got in, which happened. A lot of them won. But anywho, to break it right down, there were a couple close games in this week. One that really mattered, or 2 that really mattered, and 1 that didn't really matter, except for maybe for some bragging rights. That one was the Drew and Jason one. That was a really good matchup. But the ones that did matter, Mitch versus Jameson for a bye, and the one that really mattered was the Fred versus Bill. That one was pretty pathetic if you looked at it. But very high scoring week. A lot of teams scoring over 140 points. Crazy. But anyway, get right into the matchups real quick. Move my screen over so I can see them. Yeah. So your first matchup was your matchup of the week, and that was Mitch versus Jameson. It looked like Mitch was gonna probably win it because he had a big lead going into Monday night. But Rivers and Maurice Jones-Drew came through for Jameson. Jameson gets the bye. And Mitch drops from a bye to 6th place. It's worth noting Mitch started the year off 6-0 and finished 1-5-1. It wouldn't hurt to get on a treadmill, Mitch. Endurance, big deal. But anyway, Jameson had 2 tight ends starting. That was pretty bold. Jameson gets another bye. I'll get into this later, but he's had a lot of byes in his career with fantasy football. But yeah, like I said before, Mitch drops from 2 to 6. That's huge. Those byes are so. Can't even tell you how many times a bye team gets into the championship game. So it's gonna be hard. This gives Jameson has some injured guys. He's got a week to rest them. There you go. Big thing. Vic is looking kind of like he might play. So Mitch, you got a big decision coming up for you, whether to start your Tebow guy or Vic. So anyway, next matchup: me versus Jordan. I needed to win to get in. I did it. I definitely needed to win to get in because Bunker, the guy that needed help to get in, he needed somebody to lose, would have overtaken me. So I had a huge week, 142. Jordan had a huge week to try to beat me with 115. So, yeah, it's a good matchup. Your next matchup, Apollo versus the wild card, Pete. It wasn't much competition for you, Apollo. So, yeah, he's so inconsistent. But yeah, you win. You won and moved from 6th to a bye. And I'll get into how many buys you've had in this league, but good job there, Apollo. Next matchup, Bill versus Fred. This is the who got away with one. Oh, by the way, Mitch got who got screwed. So, because he had a pretty good week. Also, Drew, you would have gotten that too. But your matchup didn't really matter. Anyway, who got away with one? Bill. And let me get down to how much you got away with one there. You would only beat 3 other teams, by the way, and you have me playing one of them. Matt Forte got hurt during the game, and if he didn't get hurt, Fred probably would have won. There was a blocked kick. Fred's kicker got blocked. Hold on. Hey, guys! Dogs. But anyway. Nugent got blocked for a 33-yard field goal. Made it, if he would have made it, 4 points. But since it got blocked, -1. That's a 5-point swing. You only won by 4 points. That won the game for you. Block kick. Oh, anyway. Adrian Peterson might come back for you. Or maybe he did, I don't know, but I don't know. You're gonna need him. I'm not looking too strong without him, but he is what your top pick. So hey, come on! All right, your next matchup is Jason and Drew. Jason taking down Drew for a winning season, but that's all that one mattered. Drew, you're also who got screwed tying Mitch for points, but since yours didn't really matter so much as Mitch gets that award. Brian gets the MVP for having Cam Newton's 40 points on his team. Jai got -1 from his quarterback against the Chiefs. Brian, another 100 points week. I did not expect this kind of a team from the way you drafted it. So congratulations, Brian. Next matchup, championship belt goes to you, Bunker, for 151 points. Pretty amazing week. You needed it, but you did not get the help that you needed to get in. So your best week of your season, Kai, tough one for you. Burrs versus Brendo, automatic win. Almost got the bye there. A-Raj almost got you an MVP again. Yeah, Burrs almost became a team became the lowest pointed team have a bye. Pretty crazy. But anyway, to get right into some fun fact stats. These are all in the record book right on the home screen there, but I want to just point them out. Most points on the year was Mitch with 1,630, pretty crazy amount, averaging 125 a week. Most points against is Ja with 1,618, 124 against, almost like you were playing Mitch every week. Easiest schedule went to Fred, who wound up with a winning season but no playoffs. His average of points against was 89, which happened to be brought down by Bill with 86 this week. So crazy easy schedule for you, Fred. I lost to him. Anyway, most points for a week went to Mitch with 164 in week 4. Most kicking points was Apollo Sebastian Janikowski last week with 6 field goals, 123. Best defense was Drew with 41. Buffalo's week 8. Most touchdowns in 1 week went to Bunker this week with 11. Total TDs on the year was me with 68. I was averaging 5.23 a week. That's what I do. I score touchdowns. I don't care about anything else. Just get me the ball in the end zone. No TDs in a week with the Burrs in week 1, obviously. Brendo this week. Fred in week 5. Kai in week 4. And Jordan in week 11. Most passing yards myself. I was averaging 328 per week. Drew Brees in week from Tyler Palco got me that. Best week was Apollo's week 1. 517 yards from Tom Brady. Most rushing yards was Kai with 2,248, averaging 173 points a week. Drew got the best with 357 in week 13. Guess rushing doesn't get you championships. Best receiving was Jameson, 4,296, averaging 330 yards per week. Best week was 509 week 3 from Jameson because of Wes Welker's 217. Pretty crazy. Mitch and Bill are the only teams that have a field goal every week. Fun fact. Here's some fun facts for each team. Mitch, this is your first winning season since 2009. 3rd overall and your 5th playoff. You have 48 career wins, and this is the most points you've ever scored in a year. Myself, I'm 57 and 52. I'm one of 3 teams that have played all 8 seasons, including Mitch and Bill. This is my 3rd straight winning season. 5th overall in my 5th playoffs. So, next is Apollo. Apollo's got some crazy stats. Apollo, this is his 6th straight playoffs. 4th straight number 2 regular season finisher. So, and your 5th straight bye. So pretty crazy. All 7 of your seasons have been non-losing seasons. You have 61 career wins in your 7 seasons. Wasn't invited to the first season because he didn't participate in his baseball team. Weird, kind of, to think about that. Paulo has 7 championships, not including his 3 in the Turtle Cup. 2 of those championships came right here in fantasy football. He's been there 4 times. So, pretty dominant. Pretty dominant. Anyway, moving on. Bill, this is your 2nd straight playoffs, your 4th overall. You have never placed. If you place, you join an elite group of teams that have placed in every single league. You're one of those teams that have 8 seasons. You have 51 and 58 career record. Brian, you're 32 and 34 in 5 seasons. This is your 4th straight non-playoff team. It's your amazing first year. Bunker, you're 49 and 44 in your 7 seasons. This is your 2nd straight non-playoff season. Kind of got screwed on the year there. You got that who got screwed on the year. First winning season since 09's campaign, or championship, I should say. Burrs, 4th season, first playoff. Only play on odd years, I guess. 2011, 09, 07, and 05. You officially qualified for the Turtle Stamp. You are one of 6 teams, including myself, Apollo, Bill, Jameson, and Mitch, to make the playoffs in all the leagues. Congratulations there. Drew, 15 and 22 in 3 years. Another tough season for you. Best points, though, for you. Fred, 7 seasons, 37-57. Not so good there. Missed the playoffs 6 out of 7 years. Made it last year. 2nd straight winning season, though. Jawman, most points against ever since they've been counting it. You are 44 and 50 in 7 seasons. Jameson, in 6 seasons, you're 50 and 31. Pretty good. First bye since having 3 in a row from 05 to 07. This is your 4th playoff appearance, first since that 07 campaign. You've been to the Golden Spike Championship twice and not won it. So this might be your year. You and Apollo back in the buys. Jason, 3rd season, 22 and 17. 2nd winning season in a row. Kai, 7th season, you're a pretty average team at 47 and 47 and 1. This is your 2nd straight non-losing season. 4 out of your 7 seasons have been non-losing seasons. Of the newcomers, the rookies, Mr. Wildcard, Pete, and Jordan, you don't have much to say except for what you accomplished this year. Brendo, you have a lot to say. You are the 3rd team with only 2 wins on the season. You are the 3rd team to only score below 1,100 points, and you are the 1st team to ever score below 1,000 points. In fact, the 1st team to score below 900 points. But those are your fun facts. Now, to get right to the matchups, the playoffs, as I say, I want to throw out a quick reminder. I'll get right on to that. But as I said before, Jameson and Apollo are the 1 and 2. They get the buys. That's pretty huge. Jameson will face either myself or Bill. This is a rematch we've already played. Should be a pretty good matchup. Unless Bill pulls off another last week. On the other side, the number 3 team Burrs versus the number 6 team Mitch should also be a good one. I would ignore Dan Burrs' overall points because he's actually a pretty good team, minus that 0 he put up in week 1. Both those matchups are pretty good. Don't forget there's a consolation bracket for you 7 through 12ers. And remember, where you place goes towards points for the Turtle Cup. And fantasy football is a big points one. Remember, it's just reverse where you stand, you get points for. If you finish last, which is what Brendo did, Brendo will get 1 point. Team 15 will get 2, and all the way up. 3rd place team gets an extra point, along with the points they've scored for placing. 2nd place team gets 2. 1st place team gets an extra 3 points. But the consolation bracket, you want to get 7th. A good amount of points. Fred and Bunker, both very good teams, get buys. Kai plays Brian, which was that a rematch? I don't know. No, not a rematch. And then Jason plays Jawman. So actually, the consolation bracket looks like a fun one to focus on. Anyway, some news from other leagues. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget Pick'em and Survival. I just did it over my phone, and I don't know, didn't work, but didn't matter because I was well, except for Survival. But Alyssa really already won that one. For Pick'em, Mitch has noticed that Thursday night football has not been kind to everyone except for on Thanksgiving. Hockey, a third of the regular season is done. We have played each team twice now, 2 cycles. For me, losing 6 weeks in a row, my team is doing actually okay. After football, having a lead doesn't matter to Mitch anymore. Bill's team has done the most damage to the top team, Mitch. And he's actually beaten Apollo too, but he's still pretty bad. Still a good name though, Platteville. Basketball, we need one more team. Jameson, I'm kind of looking at you, but yeah, we draft a week from Sunday. Anyway, how about a big shout out to Erica and Apollo? Congratulations, you two. That's gonna be pretty exciting. Hope I get invited to the wedding. But anyway, good luck this week, except for to you, Bill, because I want to win. I'm still chasing my very first championship. I've been making up a bunch of stats for all kinds of other things. But anyway, again, good luck and adios, muchachos.